Yo, 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 guys, what is up? What is up? Dar is back in World of Tanks, and we are on the World of Tanks 8.2 patch server. So, in this patch, guys, we got a lot more content coming out, and I'm going to be really honest with y'all. I did not foresee this stuff coming this quickly. I mean, we just got physics in 8.0. And then we got the British in 8.1. And now they're introducing the Chinese in 8.2. So I'm one of these guys. I love new content. I love the new, playing with new stuff, new tanks, new maps. I mean, it's just freaking awesome. Especially in a free-to-play game, guys. Constantly. I mean, they're just bombarding us with new shit. So that's cool. I will, on a personal note, go ahead and say I am not excited about the new Chinese tanks. Have not been excited. I've been heard for a long time they were coming, and now they're coming, and, I mean, woohoo, they're here. I don't have anything bad to say about them at this point. I haven't played a single solitary one as of yet. However, from what I know, which is very little, that most Chinese tanks were, at this time, and as a matter of fact, probably today, were variations of the Russian tanks, just the way it was. So, I'm actually recording this, guys. If y'all didn't catch my video on my old channel, my exit video, I am working 7 days a week right now, 12 hours a day, so I'm going to cover as much as possible when I can. I'm going to try to record before and after I leave for work and get home from work. I'm just going to get as much out for you guys as I can. So the floor mat's probably going to be similar to the way I did it for 8.1, which I didn't really care for. I wanted to be a little more picky about the games I showed. But with time and just wanting to show you guys what's coming out, we're going to run it like, the live stream. Alright, so let's go ahead and kick it off here. This is going to be just an overview so we can kind of look at what's coming. So, here we go. Here's our tech tree. Let's see, where's our tech tree? Where's our tech tree? We got a lot of new stuff coming, so let's just go ahead and jump right in here for interest of time. Here's our Chinese tech tree. As you can see, no more scrolling. So, we have lights that go up to tier 8. We have mediums that go up to tier 9. And then our tier 9 medium becomes there's tier 10. Okay, there's tier 10 medium. And then our tier 10 heavies, and that's it. British, they've added a tier 6 heavy, known as the TOG 2. And they've added a tier 7 TD. So we're going to be trying them out. That TOG, I don't know about that one. The Americans were also changed a little bit. Now, these were the only three, the Germans, Russians, and French are all still the same. But if we look here, so we got to scroll on this one. We look here at the Americans, tier 5, the M7, which nobody ever hardly played, now has a reason to be played. It goes into the tier 6 light American tank, tier 7 light American tank, tier 8 medium American, a new tier 8 American, a new tier 9 American medium, and then that tier 9 American medium becomes a tier 10 American medium. Alright, so let's get back to the garage, take a quick look. We're not going to do any comparative stats at this time. We're just going to kind of see what everything looks like. So here's our tier 1. Exactly like the Russians as far as I'm concerned. Our tier 2, the Vickers. Kind of a crossbreed between the French and the Russians. Like a Russian turret on kind of a French, or not a French, Russian turret on a kind of a British hull. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. That's our tier 2 light. Tier 3 light. Type 2597. Hoishai. Something. That's kind of an original design. I kind of like the look of it. It's tier 3, so it's probably going to suck, but I kind of like the look of it. Now, all these looks that you're looking at, I have upgraded everything, so we're looking at the fully upgraded version at this time. The M5A1, American tank. Only this one is obviously Chinese. Now, Chinese tank, no open turret, no howitzer. Otherwise, it's the M2 Stuart, pretty much, or M3 Stuart at tier 4. All right, here we go. Tier 6 light. So we went 4 to 6. There must not be a tier 5 light tank. All right, so tier 6, the 5916. I guess it looks a lot like the type something or the one that's on premium on live now. I can't remember what it's called. I'm not a light tank person, so I don't know how I'm gonna do with these, but that's kind of actually pretty cool. And 76mm gun, you know, shouldn't be too bad for flanking. It looks kind of cool. I mean, I kind of like the look of it. Let's move on here. The WZ-131 tier 7 light tank. Again, that's a pretty cool tank. That one looks a lot better, a lot more like that the premium, the Russian or Chinese premium light tank. So I don't know. Let's see, tier 8, the WZ-132. This one I kind of like the look of too. In these higher tiers, some of these mediums are pretty attractive looking tanks, and I'm all about aesthetics. I love the way things look. You know, when I play MMOs, I want my gear to look cool. I don't give a shit if it does nothing, but it looks cool, then I'm awesome. Alright, let's go to the medium tanks. Tier 5, T-34. What's that look like? That's right, boys and girls. It's a T-34 with a red star on it. Woohoo! I'm so excited. I hate Russian tanks, and now I get to play them in a whole new line. The only Russian tank so far that I like is IS-3, and that's it. Now, I like the TDs. I mean, I like the TDs. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, in the medium tree, they all suck. I'm up to the T-34. Or I'm up to the tier 7 one. And it sucks. They say T-44 is better. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. So, yeah, T-34, not excited about having to play that. Tier 6. The Type 58 light or medium tank. Looks like a KV-1, KV-13, something like that, pretty much. Same hull, as the T-34, I think. Looks like kind of like an IS turret. Looks similar. T-34-1. Now that one's kind of cool. It looks like a T-34 hull lowered with a really cool, Chinese turret. That one looks awesome. That might be a good one. This is a tier 7 medium, 100mm gun, 175 pen, 250 damage. So this one may actually be fun. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to try that one out. The T-34-2 at tier 8. So, their version of the T-34-1 and T-34-2 will actually look a lot better. Hopefully they perform better. Like I said, at this time I haven't played anything. I've been trying for a couple days to get on the server. This is the first time I've actually been able to get on the server anyway. And I gotta leave in 30 minutes to go to work. So, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do a whole lot here. The WZ-120. So, yeah, this one is pretty cool looking. Tier 9 medium. Looks like good sloping on the front. I mean, all these other two here, looks like good sloping on the front as well. Not as good as this tier 9 version, but yeah, they look like they may be actually kind of fun. 121. Great sloping, low profile. This looks like it might end up being a really good tank. I'm not a great medium player. I don't like a lot of mediums. I like the American mediums. So far, that's it. I'm up to the Panther. Don't like it. Up to the the one before T-44, whatever that one is. Like T-34? I don't remember. But yeah, I don't like that one either. Alright, look at the heavies. Now, I'm a heavy player. IS-2 at tier 7. This is the IS from the Russians, which I did not like. Has a little more sloping right here on the front, but we'll see how it goes. I just didn't like the IS on the Russian side because it was just too paper thin for me, for my playstyle. The 110 looks like an IS-3 with a little more pike nose on the front of it, so might end up being. I kind of actually like the way the front looks. Looks kind of like headlights or eyes, little nose right there. I don't know. I'm a freak. Alright. But yeah, that looks like that one might actually be fun. A lot like the IS-3. A little bit. Could be mistaken, but it looks like it sits a little higher than the IS-3. Huh. And at tier 9, the WZ-111 Model 1-4. Another IS version. So, yeah. Another Russian knockoff. I like to see, I mean, yeah, I can understand, them getting Russian tanks. But I think it would have been cooler to see, at least in game, to see something where they put more of themselves into it. Like they did with some of the higher tier mediums. And the top tier, tier 10, again, another IS. So I'm not terribly excited about these, They may be really good tanks. Don't get me wrong, they may end up being really good tanks. But being how they're so much like what we already have, it just doesn't get me that excited. Alright, so let's go over here to the UK. New heavy tank. Tier 7 Premium. The TOG 2. This thing is ridiculous looking. We're going to play it. We're going to try it. We're going to do a garage segment on it because it's a gold tank that I'm probably never going to get. But yeah, this thing kind of looks ridiculous. Not too excited about this. I mean, it's a tier 6. I guess that's a decent gun. I'm really not going to get into it too much, but not too damn excited about that. They have a new tank destroyer at tier 8 or tier 7. This kind of looks cool. I like the way this looks. This is kind of neat looking. So, I don't know how it's going to perform. The gun doesn't look too impressive on it. I mean, the gun on the other tank, on the Tier 6 Premium, looked better than this. But it's really cool looking, so I'm excited to try it, but I think the gun's going to suck. Just from looking at it here. That's just my impression. Alright, let's go over to the Americans. You guys are going to shit when you see what they've done to the Americans, if you haven't seen it already. On the new, well, they've done to the new American tree. Alright, so here's our Tier 6 American light tank. That's right, boys and girls, it's a T-20 with less armor. Can you imagine? A T-20 with less armor? Who'd have thunk it possible? Well, when we slapped 28mm on the front of the hull, and 28mm on the front of the turret, yep, that's pretty damn... I didn't think it was possible. But yep, they managed to make a T-20 with less armor. Wow. Alright, now here's where it gets freaky. Oscillating turret on an American tank. What the fuck? Oscillating turrets suck on the French tank. Who was the crackhead? Now, I guarantee these things have never been made in real life. I mean, I haven't looked it up yet, but I'm pretty damn sure there's never been an American tank with an oscillating turret because they're retarded and they have autoloaders, from what I understand. Again, never played them. We will get into them tomorrow or tonight when I get off work. Oscillating turret on an American tank. This is the Tier 7 light. Not excited. Hopefully it don't suck. Pretty sure it's going to, because French tanks suck. Maybe they'll be kind of like French tanks with American armor, which might be good. American armor's pretty decent. French armor sucks balls, so maybe they'll turn out pretty good. This is a light tank, so of course the armor sucks, so we're not going to look at the armor there. Let's go to the medium line. The new Tier 8 medium oscillating turret. Looks like a Pershing hull. Let's look at my Pershing. No, not a Pershing hull. Can't quite place it. Hull armor of... That is Tier 8, yep. Hull armor of... Let's see, where's it at? 101. Let's look at our Pershing. 101. So yeah, they're probably going to have the same hull armor. As a matter of fact, it has the same turret armor. So this thing's going to be a lot like a Pershing, pumping out more shells. It's got a 90 mil. Okay, I said we weren't going to do this, but yeah, since they're right here. Okay, so this one does 240, 180 pin. This one does a little less pin and 240 damage. Did I say right? Is that 240 damage on this one? 240. So a little less pin, same armor. This might be with an autoloader might be pretty decent. It might be. Let's look at the tier 9 medium. Again, that oscillating turret's kind of mean looking. I have to give it that. That's kind of a mean looking oscillating turret. Hull armor at 110, turret armor at 127. At tier 9, but it is a medium, so, and it is kind of looks like it might be kind of bouncy. So I don't know. We'll have to try that out. We will definitely have to try that out. And then here's our heavy at tier 10 with an oscillating turret. Hull armor sucks. So at tier 8, the hull armor looks on the medium looks like it might be good. Hull armor 127. Let's compare it to the tier 8 T-34. 102. So it is a little better than, you know, well, again, this is a tier 8 and it's premium. Let's compare it to the regular version, T-127. 127. So it's got the same hull armor that the T-32 has. Let's see. Turret armor 127 again. So these are going to be flanking and support tanks, guys. Yeah, the tier 8 looks like it might be fun. It might be a good one. The tier 9 and 10 I'm not so impressed with on the armor. Penetration 269, 400 damage on this gun. What is this gun? A 120 millimeter. Oh, that's probably the same damn one we get here. 120 millimeter, 400 damage. Let's see, 248 penetration. What's it? 269. So this is gonna be like playing a T-34 with an autoloader. I assume this thing has an autoloader. So yeah, that's gonna be really cool at range. You can't get hit in it like you can at a T-34, but maybe it'll have high health to compensate. I hope. So yeah, my first thoughts on oscillating turrets, they're gonna suck, but maybe they're gonna be pretty good. We're just gonna have to get them in here and check them out. We're going to go ahead and wrap this video up here, guys. That is all of the new tanks coming out in 8.2. We're going to jump into them tomorrow. We're going to start at tier 5 and move our way up like we did previously just because of time. I'm going to try to get one out a day at least. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time to do it, so I'm going to do the best I can for you guys. Probably about 2 games, a tank, and you know, if they suck, if they're good, whatever, they're going to have to come out just so you guys can kind of see them. I am going to say right now that take everything I say with a grain of salt. I learned that from the last patch. A lot of the French tank or Russian, damn it, the British tanks I thought were going to suck are pretty good on live. The ones I thought were going to be really good are proving not as good on live. So, I'm just going to take everything with a grain of salt. This is the way they are on the patch server. It does not mean they suck here. Does not mean they're going to suck on live. So I'm just putting that out there. I figured that out from the last time we did this. So, until next time, guys, remember, comment, rate, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe because you're going to catch all these new videos coming out in the next few days. I'm going to try to get one recorded and uploaded every day. This one's going to be uploaded when I get off work, however, because I got to leave in 20 minutes. So, yep. Till next time, guys, I will see you in game.